second for the roll back. They were discussing concession stand lease. Is there a motion?
Shall I make a motion for concession stand lease for David and Marcia Nelson families to be paid out by Tom Freeberg, city attorney.
Second.
Motion by Schott and seconded to approve David and Marcia Nelson family to operate the concession stand for Tom and city staff to draft up a lease. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Next item, consider options for available on-sale liquor license operating agreement with the city of Beresford.
Elaine looked into them, found some information, but I think this is Tom and Elaine, and we talked about this. Hartford did this. I think there's still a reference to Hartford on one of the pages there, so. But anyhow, they have a license available and they went this route. And Tom, you could probably talk about how it went and what they thought they got worked out pretty good for them now.
They only ended up with one proposal of people that were building a new wedding event venue in town. So that was really what I think it went for 10,000. Is that somebody?
I didn't hear the outcome of it.
Oh, I think memory serves me right. I think it was 10,000.
For the liquor license,
For the license, yeah.
and that's forever.
Then they pay the annual renewal. That was just a one-time to get the.
Okay, how much is annual renewal?
700.
Okay.
1,200.
700.
I think 700.
For all they have.
Yeah, with the operating agreements. Then they got to pay their 10% and 2%.
Well, because this is just on sale.
Have there been interested parties?
I've just had mainly people just inquire like where it's at or the status of it. No one too in depth of, mainly just curious of what happened to it.
Did they fill the form out? Did they leave a deposit or they just inquired about it?
We haven't been able to offer it for sale at this point because you still own it. You gotta decide what you want to do with it.
Oh, if we decide for them that this is what they want to pay?
That's what this would do.
What Hartford did was put it out for sealed bids. People gave a bid for a price and a proposal as to where their location and what their business intent was with it.
Oh, so we gotta vote on that.
Well, that's how you want to dispose of the license. So there's an available license or through an operating agreement. And if the city would like to offer that up to the public, that's one way to, your other option is sit here and wait till someone comes and asks and do first come, first serve. This gives everybody the equal opportunity to apply. And I think they gave them, roughly 60 days because you got to have a location. So if someone's interested, they need to be able to either have real estate available or a lease that they're able to get into if they get a liquor license, make it contingent or something. So.
So I can make a motion to put the outstanding on-sale liquor license operating agreement out for bid.
Yeah, second.
Well, time.
I was gonna say, when did it?
That's,
Well, July
I'd
18th.
suggest, something.
That's the second Monday of July.
Then give them a couple months to.
2
So
months.
it's 3.
You want to have them turn them in like the Friday before that,
15th.
and then you'd have them to review before the meeting on the 18th. Of July.
Oh, 5th and 18th, you're right, okay.
Or 15th.
Okay. So, with sealed bids due by July 15th. Extending my motion.
Motion by Spigen and seconded to authorize the city to request sealed bids for the on-sale liquor license operating agreement through close of business July 15th. And I have a discussion on it, and you'll draft up the proposal as everyone's okay with here. The city has the right to refuse or to choose not to do something.
And there's no minimum on that, whatever they bid, right?
You get to accept or reject them. So.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed?
I'll fix that up with you.
New business, authorize the mayor to execute easement for sanitary sewer lift station.
The Quality Park property is under contract for sale, and as part of the surveying and financing of that, discovered up in the northeast corner of the property, there's a sewer lift station that's actually in the property owned by Quality Park. I'm assuming that was installed and the city still owned all of that, so when it transferred, there was not an easement retained for the sewer lift station and the electrical panel that serves that. And so the new buyer has requested that the city and Tops, who is the current owner, enter into get an easement put into place to authorize the city to access that property to maintain the lift station and the electrical facilities that serve that. It's just part of their due diligence they were doing, and their preference was to have the easement in place before they close, because they're taking it subject to easements of record, and they don't have to go through their rigmarole over with them once they own the property. So we've been in contact with the realtors for both parties, and they've seen a draft of the easement. Have not heard it back anything with respect to any issues with it, but that would help expedite the closing of the transaction from Tops to whoever's buying it from them.
Need a motion?
Yeah, so this would authorize the mayor to enter into the easement agreement. I don't anticipate any changes, but if there is, then be ready.
So I make a motion, authorize mayor to execute easement for sanitary sewer lift station as Tom Krieger stated.
Second. Motion by Schott, seconded to authorize the mayor to execute the easement for sanitary sewer lift station. Any further discussion?
So we pay them for the easement?
No, there's no money will change here.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it makes $1.
It says $1.
Yeah. But
Did we budget for that?
I think it's coming out. I think it's coming out of the sewer enterprise fund.
Yeah, yeah, the expense, the electricity expense, and, yeah.
No further discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Approved. 2022 street sweeping contract with DOT.
I think it's the same as last year, and I talked to Jeff about it. He's okay with the amount at this point, so we just need to have authorization to move forward to a contract.
Shall make a motion for 2022 street sweeping contract with South Dakota DOT as Jerry stated.
Motion by Schott, seconded to authorize or approve the 2022 street sweeping contract with the South Dakota Department of Transportation. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Part-time hire for the library.
Actually, I should have said to Elaine, this would be like a seasonal job, so because of some medical, treatments that I'm having that I started today, I'm not going to be able to be at some of the summer reading activities. I'm going to miss some of them, so I just wanted to hire a student to help out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, probably be 15 hours or less per week. So I interviewed 3 kids, and I have Ella Merriman that I chose to come in and work a few hours to help with summer reading programs when I can't be there.
Shall I make a motion, part-time hire for library, as James stated?
Second.
Minimum wage.
Include that.
At minimum wage. You have to include at minimum wage.
At minimum wage? $9.95.
Motion by Schott and seconded to authorize the part-time seasonal hire at Home Merriman at the rate of $9.95 an hour. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved.
Thank you, James, for a good job.
Always.
Did my son get a library fine on his late book?
We stopped having library fines in COVID. We have not reinstated library fines. We only charge if someone doesn't return something, ever. But no such thing as a late fine.
Were you pointing at me?
Ever. No, I just wanted you to know.
I'm gonna say just that.
Like,
I haven't gotten a notice yet.
After
but I have
6 to 9 months, if we send a couple postcards out, and if you don't pay attention, then you get to buy it, but other than that,
Or if you take a book to Mexico and it gets put on the beach, then
yeah, if your dog chews it up,
right.
you're very good
Tourist.
about it. Try to be easy on you, but.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Seasonal hires for the swimming pool, parks, and public works department.
You can see there's a list of them there. We got 3 pool attendants, Nora Rasmussen, Lily Hollingsworth, Hunter Penn at $9.95. Stan Anderson in the parks, golf course at $10.95 mow, and assist where needed. And then we'd like to put Bill Seaburn back as part-time, more seasonal for paving work. When we do the paving, Bill helps run the paving machine. He's pretty good at it. And for what we paid, did he want a different wage for that, or were we just locking at $27.40?
This would be his second year at $27.40.
We don't have a seasonal scale on him.
Yeah. Just because he's been more
27.40 times
consultant.
3, yeah. What's that right now? 27.4 at 3%, that would be $28.22. If we gave him the 3% that we gave to all of our other full-time employees anyhow.
Shall I make a motion, seasonal hires for swimming pool, parks, and public works department, as Jerry's Simon stated, and Bill gets his 3% pay raise, as stated.
So the bill would be at $28.22, so if you guys will be willing to do it.
Would it? Sorry. I'll second the motion.
Motion by Schott and seconded to approve seasonal hires for the swimming pool, parks, and public works department. Any further discussion?
What is our common practice for seasonal? Because this really puts Bill in a seasonal position, right?
So we have just increased by the minimum wage, which was it 40 cents?
40 cents. About the same.
Yeah, but Bill, we need Bill here.
I know, I just trying to be consistent with how we're doing things, so.
He's the best guy in asphalt that I know of. He would walk up to just about anything to fix it. I mean, I don't think normally we want to give everybody labor, but in his case, I think we'll make an exception.
All I know is we couldn't hire someone else to do it at this rate.
Right.
For consulting. I mean, he's very knowledgeable.
And he's pretty good. He's honest too.
So the rate for Bill Seaburn would be $28.22 in this motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Part-time hire for the Bridges Club House.
We'd like to hire Kayla Bullis at $9.95 an hour to help with the event center and clubhouse.
Ready to make a motion to hire Kayla Bolus at $9.95 for part-time hire at Bridges Clubhouse and Event Center.
Second.
Motion by Spagan, seconded to authorize the part-time hire of Caleb Bullis at $9.95 an hour. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. There's a request to set pay increase for John Ganshaw, 2057 up to 2119. Be effective 5/3/22. So motion to approve?
Motion to approve up to, where were we at on those? 21.19 per hour. Effective May 3rd, 2022.
Motion by Tiedemann, seconded to approve the step pay increase for John Ganshaw to $21.19 an hour, effective May 3rd, 22. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. There's a resignation letter from Aaron Mayer from the Beresford telephone. Is there a motion to accept the resignation letter?
We're gonna make a motion to accept the resignation letter from Aaron.
Second.
Motion by Stagan, seconded by Tiedemann to accept the resignation from Aaron Mayer, Beresford Tel, effective May 24th, 22. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Is there authorization to advertise for replacement internet telephone cable TV tech?
Motion to authorize advertising for replacement of telephone cable TV tech. All right.
Motion by Tiedemann, seconded to authorize advertising for internet telephone and cable TV tech. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Is there a motion to accept the resignation from Allison O'Connell, Beresford City Hall?
Do we have to?
I would say we should reject that one.
So I make a motion to accept the resignation for Allison O'Connor here at City Hall.
Second.
Motion by Schott, seconded to accept the resignation from Allison O'Connell effective June 6th. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Is there a motion to advertise to backfill the finance assistant at City Hall?
So you make a motion to authorize advertisement for finance assistant at City Hall.
Second.
Motion by Stagan, seconded to authorize the advertising for replacement finance assistant at City Hall. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Consider part-time finance assistant until position is filled.
Allison has agreed that she would help with the transition as needed.
So I make a motion to consider part-time financial assistant to positions filled as Elaine stated.
Second.
Motion by Schott, seconded to consider, this would be hiring her, right?
Part-time. Yeah.
Part-time hire of Allison
needed.
O'Connell. $20.61 per hour. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Appointment to the library board. Did we already appoint the first person?
Yeah, you did the one, and then we said you couldn't do the next one until this meeting.
Okay. I'd like to appoint Natasha Shirk to the library board to fill the vacancy that will come up first or second week in June.
Second. Oh, make a motion. I thought you made the motion. Make a motion to appoint Natasha Shirk to the library board.
Second.
Did you like my expression?
I thought it was odd the mayor was making a motion.
Motion by Tiedemann and seconded to appoint Natasha Shirk to the library board. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to set the city council special meeting on May 23rd.
We're gonna review just for the ordinance, for the rezoning. They want to move rather quickly, like as fast as they can possibly move. He's agreed to pay for the special meeting for all of you that attended, so, Tri-State is doing that. So on May 23rd, what time would you guys want to meet?
2 o'clock.
Whatever you guys want, we'll be around.
7.
What time?
It's gonna take about 5 minutes.
Seven?
Dave's birthday's the
7.
20th.
Is that the earliest you can meet?
I can meet earlier if you need to.
Give us a time. No matter, I can make it anytime.
We'd like to do it as fast as we can after work, so we don't have to come back for a.
Can we get, you need 3, 4 people?
5 o'clock.
Do I count as 4 or not?
4:30?
They can call in. We can just call them in on the phone if they want.
4:30?
Yeah, 4:30.
Is there a motion, do we do a motion on that?
Yeah.
Newman,
Shall make a
too.
motion to set city council special meeting on May 23rd, 2022 at 4:30 PM.
Second.
Motion shot and seconded. May 23rd, special meeting, 4:30, sharp. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Discussion items.
Yeah, this coming Monday. Or you were gonna propose.
Oh, I propose that we review saying the Pledge of Allegiance, if it's at all possible,
Beginning of each meeting.
at the beginning of each city council meeting.
Which would be done before roll call and after roll call?
Most cities I go to, they do it first thing before they take a roll call.
Before
Call the
roll
meeting to
call.
order and then do.
Yep,
pledge of
okay.
allegiance.
Sounds good.
We don't need a motion.
Just to have them,
Yeah,
put it on the agenda.
Thank you.
Good job, Art.
Thanks for the
You're a
support.
true patriot.
So do you guys. Doing a great job.
Making the world a better place one day at a time.
There you go. So that's final knowledge every time.
Yeah, turn around.
Was it voted or?
No, I mean, next meeting, we gotta say it.
There's 2,
Oh, that's good.
there's 2 travel requests, one for the state library board and one for firearms instructor training fee. Is there a motion to approve the 2 travel requests?
Motion to approve the 2 travel requests.
Second. Motion by Teeman, seconded to authorize or approve the 2 travel requests. For the discussion. Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Is there a motion to authorize payment of the bills?
Bowden so moves.
Second. Who's not here?
Motion by Bowden, seconded to authorize payment of the bills. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. No further business for the council meeting adjourned.
Doden, does it work to stick around after the meeting on Monday to the finance committee?
I won't be at the 4:30 meeting on Monday. Some of us work a full-time job.